And I think that that's an important thing for my growth as an actor and my growth as a performer. So I would just say, feel the fear and feel the nerves, that's good. Let that drive you. And give every film your heart and soul, which is what I try to do.
But ma'am, do you feel that that can result in like a smaller audience or something compared to the large audience that you usually cater to? Like, is that a fear?
You know, I think that every film finds its own audience, and I think the story will, we've put out the story now, our trailers are out, our songs are coming out now, and the people to whom it is connecting, that's our audience. I think Sriram Raghavan has a very loyal fan following, and I think that we've put our best into it. We've made a film I think we're all proud of, and it will now be for you to judge on January 12th, and we're all looking forward to seeing the audience's reaction.
Thank you very much, and we are having the party on the 16th as we already discussed. Now we do a little photo.
Whether it's positive, negative, it should not matter. अगर आपकी story अच्छी है, आपका role अच्छा है, and actor's job is to do what the director wants him to do, and that's what I try to do, and I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and that's the reason I think I'm getting some good work. I'm working with some great directors, great actors, getting great opportunities, and that's all. Well, you'll see me in Merry Christmas in something really different. I hope you enjoy that also. I won't say it's grey, black, green, color मुझे पता नहीं, but it's a very, very interesting role.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll wrap that up.
One question.
This one.
Just one question. I just
Okay,
have one question.
right at the end. Last one. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, hello everyone.
Yes, please.
Yeah, hello everyone. It's Rashid from Pink Villa. And firstly, congratulations on Merry Christmas. The units look very good. And I just had a question for Katrina ma'am. So basically, like, big actors have a baggage on their shoulders. They have to cater to a very large section of the audience. And sometimes
That film and that character has its own charm. A character like the character I'm playing in Merry Christmas, it's a different world. It's a different tone. It's a different language. It's a different pace. It's a different rhythm. So coming into that world, which was Sriram Raghavan's world, the first thing that I needed to do was to come in with an open mind. We had been discussing this film for a good, I think, almost a year and a half before we got on the set. And the first thing Sriram sir asked me to do was to write a backstory of who this woman was. The character's name is Maria, and he told me, like, you heard earlier, that he gave about a 20-minute narration, and he asked me then to write Maria's backstory. Where was she? What drove her to to become the way she is? What did she feel? What had happened in her life? So that whole process was an extremely helpful process, I think. We worked very hard before coming on set. I did a lot of workshops with a few different people. Sriram sir had a workshop with us as well. So I enjoyed this kind of a process. It's not all the time that you get to rehearse the scenes with your co-actor and to be able to do that over a few days. So for me, this was a really fulfilling experience. A lot of work went into the preparation, and I think, I hope that it's come out the way that we had all hoped for and the way that Sriram sir envisioned it.
Hello.
Hello.
ऐसा कुछ नहीं. And mostly, I don't discuss that with my directors. That is depend on my directors. They have to choose the actors. So मुझे ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. I'm just only depend on the filmmakers and the stories. Of course, with the producers. That's the main concern. And सर मैं बहुत सोच के बात की सर. दिमाग में एक डाउन टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस चलता है सर. कभी जवाब आएगा तो और 5-6 आदमी लोग बैठ के ये बोलो करके बोलता है. मैं तो फिल्टर करना पड़ता है. So सर मैं जवाब अभी बाकी है सर. So with Katrina, really, I don't know how to explain. I never expected I'll work with this actor, and I'm a very big fan of Katrina. And then it was like So I was very happy when I see her on first day. Oh, Katrina, okay. So I couldn't express it. Suppose if there is another person inside me who can come out and dance, he would have danced in front of Katrina like so much. So it didn't happen there. She is very thought process actor. She asks so much questions. She thinks too much, but she is very dedicated and she's trying to understand. She may come up with an idea, but she's very adaptable. She understands you, and even if she can't accept your thoughts, also she'll listen to you, and then she'll put a lot of effort with so much of sensibility and to make the scene better. That's why she is in industry. Not only she is so beautiful, she is so sensible. That's what I believe. Just a beauty can't survive for so many years. It's sense and then understanding should be there, which I felt it when I was working with. Because I'm a person, I read my co-actors, I read my cameraman, I sense my set, and then I understand my director's vision. I try to crack their minds, then only I can go and fit it. Otherwise, I'll be separate out of the set. It's like, so as far as my understanding, she is very sensible. She is so beautiful. And Sriram sir, I don't know why everybody is laughing. I think I'm talking very seriously.
And how was it working with Sriram sir?
Sriram sir, hi sir. It was really, he's very sweet. I met him in Melbourne. हमने Melbourne film festival award function में गया था, उधर ही मिला था. And then first I thought this man is very serious. Actually, he's not at all serious. And then the cute thing he does is every time whenever he wanted to say something, he'd take a video and send me that. I have those videos. It's a very beautiful memory. What happened between me and Sriram sir, it was a very beautiful memory. So I always, if there is anything good, a day or my birthday or something, even if you want to talk to me also, he sent me a video. Vijay, call me when you are free. ऐसे करके message भेजता है. So I like the way being himself. It's very good to watch Sriram sir and spending time with him. And according to film, the great thing I learned from him is I spent about 25 to 30 days with Sriram sir. So what I believe is when they write a story or something, when they discuss a story, to design a dialogue. Suppose if there is a scene, there is a dialogue. They take so much of time to come to the dialogue. This is the dialogue my actor is going to speak. But before that, they might have so many thoughts. So everything they can't communicate to actors. So when I spend time with my director, I can understand the person, who he is, and how he wanted to conceive the film and everything. That happened between me and him, and then I am applying those tactics in my next films also, which is helping me so much. It is giving me freedom of thoughts and expressions when I go to set. So he made me so comfort. And my birthday is Jan 16, and his first film is released on Jan 16. And that day we had a very big party. It was very nice. So it was fun. And thanks to Pooja.
This year also, Jan 16, you're going to have a big party, sir. 4 days after, success party.
मैं घर जा रहा हूँ सर.
And also it's 20 years of Ek Hasina Thi. That was the thing. Jan 16th the release.
Sriram ji, this side. Imagine you know. Okay, last two movies of yours.
ये समझता हूँ कि पिक्चर हमेशा अच्छी होती है या बुरी होती है, वेदर वो थ्रिलर हो, अलग जॉनर हो, और बहुत बड़ी पिक्चर हो, you know, like टाइगर और जवान. हमेशा पिक्चर अच्छी होती है और हमेशा उसकी एक कॉस्ट होती है. अगर आज आप बड़ी पिक्चर एक्स्ट्रावेगेंट पिक्चर बनाने जाते हो, उसकी कॉस्ट वो होती है. हम जो पिक्चर बना रहे हैं उसकी कॉस्ट वैसे होती है. तो इट्स ऑलवेज डिपेंड अपॉन द व्हाट यू आर मेकिंग एंड इफ दैट स्टोरी. एंड जब ऑडियंस थिएटर में पिक्चर देखने आता है, उनको अगर वो एक्साइटिंग लगता है और उनको ग्रिपिंग लगता है, तो वो डेफिनेटली वर्क करती है.
संजय जी, आपसे भी मेरा यही सवाल था कि 2023 इंडस्ट्री के लिए बहुत ही अच्छा साल रहा है. आप आगे कंटेंट कैसे देखते हैं आने वाले समय में? हाउ डू यू फील द कंटेंट इज गोइंग टू शेप further, and starting with Merry Christmas being the first release for this year?
So, you know, if a story is good, it will work. you know, and I agree with you, all big action, big ticket films are doing well. But recently, there's a film which came from Vidhu Chopra. And, you know, that is my answer.
Hi, Vijay, so towards your left. It's so fascinating to see you in Hindi movies after Jawan and now in Merry Christmas. What is it that attracts you to complex and negative characters?
What is it?
What is it that attracts you to pick up a role which is complex or negative?
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Everything is complex. We always think that if something we see is difficult, that's only difficult. Standing in front of the camera always is difficult. I'm doing villain roles. I enjoy so much. You don't know. I can't torture anybody in real life. I can't kill anybody in real life. I get a chance and I can express that also wholeheartedly. Yeah, I killed that person. Who I am. And imagining I'm so as a highly egoistic person. You may have an ego so much, but you can't act. You can't show it to everybody. You have to pretend, no, I'm very humble. I said, on screen, so you can express, yes, you can laugh, you can play with the emotions. It's a fun, okay. Expressions, I always talk about food, please don't think bad about me. And expressions are like food and taste. It's inside your mind. I want to have all the taste, that's nothing.
Sriram sir, on your left, मेरे पीछे में भी आप ये फिल्म आपकी है, ये पैन इंडिया फिल्म है, साथ में आपने तमिल में भी डेब्यू भी किया है. किस तरह से आपने मैरी क्रिसमस को कंटेंट ड्रिवन भी बनाने की कोशिश की है, साथ में कमर्शियल फिल्म भी बनाने की कोशिश की है?
मैं ऐसा अलग अलग नहीं सोचता यार. एक कहानी अच्छी लगी तो फिर हम सोचते हैं कि लोगों को, मुझे अच्छी लगी, मेरी टीम को अच्छी लगी तो लोगों को अच्छी लगेगी हमें. यही मेन है. और कितने लोगों को अच्छी लगेगी, कितना बजट होना चाहिए, वो सब फिल्म पे डिपेंड होता है और थोड़ा बहुत प्रोड्यूसर पे होता है. बट मेनली इट इज लाइक अ स्टोरी. मैं उतना ही देखता हूँ कि कहानी मुझे कनेक्ट हो रहा है कि नहीं. मुझे हो रहा है तो मैं भी ऑडियंस में बैठता हूँ तो मुझे इट विल कनेक्ट टू एज मेनी पीपल लाइक मी इन द हॉल, यू नो. एंड रिगार्डिंग इसका हिंदी तमिल वर्जन, क्योंकि मैं खुद एक तमिलियन हूँ और मैं एक इच्छा है कि तमिल में एक फिल्म बनाऊँ. मैं मुंबई में रहा हूँ इतने सालों से, एक मराठी फिल्म में मुझे करने की इच्छा है. ये सब इस फिल्म मुझे चांस मिला वो करने का, क्योंकि विजय इज एन एक्टर फ्रॉम देयर. इट विल बी इंटरेस्टिंग टू जस्ट ट्राई इट आउट. लेकिन मैं दोबारा शायद नहीं करूँगा ये, क्योंकि बहुत मेहनत है और बहुत टॉर्चर हो जाता है हम लोगों को. क्योंकि एक सीन शूट किया हमने हिंदी में, उसके 10 दिन के बाद वही सीन फिर से करना है. अलग करते हैं या क्या करते हैं कि वही कैमरा एंगल, वही लाइटिंग, वही सब करना. इट इज नॉट सो मच फन, यू नो. सो द एडवेंचर डिस्कवरी इज नॉट देयर. बट फिर भी आई एंजॉयड माय सेल्फ बिकॉज़ वो एक था कि एक तमिल फिल्म करना है तो मैंने वो देखे.
Just adding to that, sir, is it a copy paste? Is it copy paste in
No, there are different. There are some other than Vijay and Katrina and couple more
actors are different, but otherwise scene wise and everything wise.
How can it be copy paste? Because the language in Tamil is a different idiom actually. Hindi में अलग idiom है. हाँ, कहानी is the same. मैं ज़्यादा बोलूँगा नहीं because people think maybe there are two different things. सोचते तो दोनों फिल्म देखो और फिर इसका जवाब मिलेगा. और कैरेक्टर एक्टर्स अलग है. इसमें यहाँ पे विनय पाठक है, वहाँ पे राधिका शरद कुमार है. ऐसा ये बैड फन.
हेलो विजय सर.
कहाँ है सर?
सर वो तो कहीं भी दिख जाते हैं.
Hi sir.
Hi, this is Ravi Jain from ABP News. If I can ask the question in Hindi, with your permission. हिंदी सिनेमा की बात करें तो आपका करियर काफी छोटा रहा है. आपने हाल फिलहाल में शुरुआत की है, मुंबई की, जवान की, और अब मैरी क्रिसमस आ रहे. आपने शाहरुख खान के साथ काम किया, कटरीना के साथ काम किया. श्रीराम राघवन जो वन ऑफ द मोस्ट रिमार्केबल और प्रोलिफिक डायरेक्टर माने जाते हैं इस कंट्री के, उनके
stuck and say that, you know, should I only listen to Sriram sir, or you know, you're saying there's a lot that can happen, because I've heard that you're superbly rehearsed, perfect on time as far as your dialogues are concerned, the script is concerned, all that is concerned. This is so much a one-on-one relationship between you and Vijay out there. You prefer this kind of sometimes, this kind of cinema that comes out that you'll say, I'm really happy with this, big thumbs up to this kind of cinema. As compared to say, magnum opus, which is anyway going to work. Like when you have a one-on-one film like this, would you prefer this kind of cinema, like more, like say on a, when you're
intimate.
Yeah, rather than like say magnum opus all the time, which people are more accustomed to watching with you.
I think that as an actor, you're looking to tell a story and be part of a story which is really interesting. And for me, Merry Christmas ticked all those boxes. It was a really, really unique journey, a unique story about two fascinating characters. And the minute I heard it, I was hooked. I'm not observing or I'm not calculating. That goes into calculating. Of course, there are high-octane, big action drama films, and that's wonderful. That's a certain type of cinema. But there are also more intimate, unique stories to be told, and that story has to be told at a scale that is suitable for that particular kahani. And I think that for an actor to be able to do both is what we're supposed to be doing and what I personally enjoy doing. And like I said, for me, this was a Sriram Raghavan film that I thought had a fantastic story, and I was excited to be part of the journey. It was a very interesting journey, actually. There's many parts of the journey that even Sir has not shared yet. There were many twists and turns, even in the journey of making
shooting of it. Yeah.
Even before we got on set, it had a lot of had a life of its own. And when it finally kind of landed up as me and Vijay being in the film, the first day of kind of interaction for me was very fascinating. The minute I heard Vijay describe and talk about a scene, I instantly realized, okay, this is a person who sees things in such a unique way that I can never see a scene in that way. And for me, that was really exciting, to be able to come together and work with people who very evidently see things completely different to the way I would have a take on something. And for all three of us to come together, and Sir does a lot of rehearsals, and we would do the workshop on the actual set for about, I think it was a week before we started shoot. And I was always like, so Sir, when do we start? There was no commitment of when we start. We'll start when it's ready, when he's feeling it. And I think that process was very unique for me as an actor, and extremely, it was extremely magical, I think, to be able to have been a part of this process of Merry Christmas.
Yeah, this one's nice on the report card of your own also, that you've done. But you were very true about him looking at it in a very unique way. He mentioned about the elephant, but not once did he say the grey color. It was red or green. So I realized when you were talking about the elephant also, from the director's perspective also, it's green, yours is red. You would have all thought one option should have been the grey color. So when she is saying that you see things very differently, I do agree that you see things very differently. One last question, Shriyam sir, before I open up. When you make a whodunit, or you make like this twists and turns, that's what we assume with a film like this. When you see the final cut, can you have the itch to change few things? And then we say, this is not come out exactly as I thought. Have you had that in the past with your films also? Because they always have these turns.
Oh, if we keep watching the film, we even show it to a few friends and colleagues who are like, who will be able to tell us the truth. So by the time it's ready, I mean, the final cut is only when we are happy. I mean, so that way there's no issue.
And were you, but like when we go back to Andhadhun also, we're shocked at the number of turns. I mean, this film will have so many turns. Are you able to shock the audience in this case that is watching it for the first time?
Well, about this film I won't talk now, but let them watch and let them say. But what I'm saying is that when you watch a thriller or a film like this, the audience is very engaged and they are making up their own story. They are trying to say, okay, ab ye hoga, ab ye hoga. Now, how much you can subvert that, how much you can sort of give them a surprise within, they're also writing their own script while the movie is on. So that's the fun, I think.
I think it worked well. We'll open out to the audience, and we've got a mic that is actually, yeah, right there, please.
Hi everyone, Happy New Year. My question is for Katrina, and I'm from News 18. Katrina, can you tell us a little bit about your meeting with Mr. Vijay Sethupathi on the first day? How was that like? And secondly, did you hit it off instantly, or did it take some time for the both of you to break the ice?
Well, if we didn't hit it off instantly, I wouldn't tell you. No, I'm joking. Our first meeting actually was all three of us together in a room And I had recently seen a picture of Vijay sir, and he had full white hair and a white beard. I don't know if you've seen that. If you see on the internet, it's a very kind of picture which comes a lot. So I had seen him with this full white hair and beard. So when I walked into the office, I didn't know quite what to expect. And when I saw him like this, I was like, oh wow, that's a really different look. But I was honestly, it was everything for me about this film. I was extremely excited to be working with Sriram sir and with Vijay sir. And as soon as we came together in a room, I think everyone came just as themselves. And we instantly were able to connect. As I said, I think the minute Vijay sir started speaking about the scene, it was fascinating for me. I just thought that, okay, this is the person who views things in such a unique way. And Sriram sir has a very unique take on everything he does. It's the way he sees stories, it's the way he sees people. And it was just about us coming together and finding a rhythm and finding our own way of working and bringing the script to life on film.
Hi, Ramesh sir puts all his cards on the table. He says these are the characters. All the actors who come in kind of know what they're signing up for. So
I think it works. Sriram sir, is narration the most important? Is it like the closure? When you say that there's an investment bank has to go and close the deal, can you mess up a really good script with a very bad narration with a big actor? Do you think that's ever happened?
See, sometimes that's happened to me also, like, you know, that you're not probably saying it properly and so on. So, but I feel a good story, you can't narrate badly really. No, and खराब story होगा तो बहुत drama करके भी वो narration fake होता है, आप सुन भी नहीं रहे.
It works.
You heard about it, you heard me.
Yeah, I had this in my ear also, so right now it's like a pilot.
So what I'm saying is that I narrate because on it's like talking to the actors also, you can see his or her face and you know that maza aa raha hai, idhar nahi aa raha hai, kind of a thing, you know. Once it also happened when I was narrating Johnny Gadar to Rinni Singh, and I was narrating in detail. So itna मैं detail बोला कि I could see she's trying to stop a yawn. तो मैं बोला एक मिनट में आता हूँ पानी पी के आता हूँ. I gave her time, you know, so वो भी करना पड़ता है.
How was the response with the two of them when you were narrating? Actually, Katrina, let's ask you, how was this? No, Sriram sir?
We rarely get to hear him talk. This is very entertaining for me. Yeah. He doesn't talk much on set at all. I'll see, I'm watching. So this is very entertaining for me.
We actually come back. So was it tough to narrate or was it like an immediate... See, there has to be, you're an ISI stamp also.
It's not, in fact, to Vijay narrated on Zoom.
One second, I think the mic's off. One second. Mic on? Yeah.
वो विजय को मैंने Zoom में narrate किया था. He was in Chennai, तो मैंने narrate किया और बस he enjoyed the thing. It was about 15 minutes. Sometimes it's flexible. I thought this movie is going to be 90 minutes without interval, लेकिन इसमें interval है. So theatre owners will be very happy.
I think I get more shows also. Girish, good to see you. It's been a while. You know, whenever you see like a trailer out there, अंदर से एक आवाज निकलती है. You're part of the family. You yourself come on screen also. When you see a film out there, Papa, it's nice. It works well. Does that come out from your instincts of the Purani Parivar?
That's like how I wake up in the morning. बहुत अच्छा. It's a great answer.
Are you allowed to say I didn't like it a little bit?
Private, yes. But I think if you see our track record, coming from, as Sanjay sir said, Ozar and The Race, we made Jab Pyar Kisi Se Hota Hai, so many films over the course of our life story of our tips. I think we have a knack, and touchwood, we have one of the best success ratios in terms of hit films. Touchwood, that's been working for us, and I think with good team members, good cast and crew, it's all sharing with me.
And this one's going to have both sides, man. Critical acclaim as well as commercial success. केवल जी, आप जब फिल्म में एंट्री मारते हैं, तो फिल्म के प्रोडक्ट खत्म होने के बाद आपका कोई इसमें ओपिनियन चल रहा होता है या सिर्फ बॉक्स ऑफिस दिखा रहे हैं? वेरी गुड, बॉक्स ऑफिस अच्छा चल गया, वही चलना चाहिए, प्रोड्यूसर को ये लेना चाहिए.
हैप्पी न्यू ईयर. मैं डिफरेंट फील्ड से हूँ. आई एम नॉट फ्रॉम द फिल्म इंडस्ट्री. मेरा बड़ा बचपन से ख्वाब था मैं फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में आऊँ, कुछ अच्छा करूँ. संजय रोत्रे का मैं थैंक्स करता हूँ जो मुझे इसमें लेकर आए और राघवन के साथ मुझे काम करने का मौका मिला. मैं
We are here to part of stories and characters. We are just supporting the storytellers. That's what I believe. we don't have any information before the film starts. Even when we go to set also, the first time when we went to the set, I told Pooja ma'am and Sriram sir, the house is full of emptiness. Sir. Apna dimag bhi aise hai. Pehla din ka. So we always depend on our directors. See, suppose my director is asking for an elephant. I may imagine elephant very bigger, red color. So he may demand the elephant in a green color, very small. So what perception and what kind of elephant and how it should behave and how old is the elephant. So everything is dependent on the directors. So we actors, everybody is stars and we everybody actors.
That's the humility of the man. And that's why I think, sir, you're such a favorite with everyone. And the gentleman right next to you is a favorite for years for all of us. And he's been a favorite.
अगर 2 साल होएगा तो मैं छोटा भाई बोलूँगा सर को.
Before I ask you all these heavy questions about your relationship with tips and all that, sir, can I please understand what is it that is not in the menu in all those households? Is it shared across with everybody on a WhatsApp group? ये सब नहीं खाना है, ये सब ऐसा लगना है. Because here, when there is 1 kg loss, there is an Instagram story post and one big video made. Can I please understand what is the magic of this Kapoor Khandan?
No, there's no magic. Whatever is made, I think the Boni eats it all. So Anil and me don't get to eat anything. Yeah, that's the magic.
So the disappearing dishes. But of course, you've had a brilliant journey with this association with tips from Bekabu and Ozar. Now Merry Christmas. You've seen, I mean, I've seen so much of you also in the last couple of years. You know, thanks to OTT also, we've seen a lot more of you. I know you're enjoying that phase as well. But there's always something that is there with Ramesh ji and you, and there's that relationship that is there. Would you dare ever say no to him if you get a call? Does that happen?
No, I don't think so. Actually, our journey was very interesting. His first picture that he financed was Bekabu, which I was part of. The first picture he produced was Ozar, which I was part of. And I think so one of the biggest hits in music which he gave was Raja, which I was part of. And I'm part of Andhadhun, and this is going to be even bigger.
Big round of applause. I think that's the hat trick has already happened. Now a quadruple is happening there. What's the relationship like? Are you all on? Like when the film is happening, is there a daily chat?
No, not at all. For me, the most exciting thing of this film was when Sriram sir called me to the office. When I was sitting in the car, I said, I hope my role is good enough. How will I say no to him? Because I was so excited to be part of a film that is directed by Sriram sir. When I heard the way he narrates, he doesn't give you the full thing. He narrates in about 20 minutes and he gives you the whole gist of the thing. And I said, nee, I've got something to do. I was very happy. And when I said yes, that I'm going to be part, the most exciting part was he said, just a minute, just a minute. He went to all the ADs. For me, that was the most touching moment where he went to all the ADs and he said, Sanjay said yes to the film. So that is, for me, that is the most special moment of this picture.
Mutual respect, always perfect, and there's a lot of respect for you, Varun, as well. आप जब लिखते हैं, आप जब लोगों से बात